there, WCHS. Welcome back to Wctv. I'm Tyler Lockwood.
And I'm Doug Stokes.
We have a full show for you today, covering how juniors and seniors are preparing life after high school and how incoming freshmen are preparing for their high school career.
We also are bringing back one of our most popular segments to see how well you know the staff here at WCHS, as well as our Applicable Apps segment.
But first, Cambria Hoffman has covered the basic rules of the road for you, driver, this winter.
For most teens, getting their license is life-changing. All of a sudden, they don't have to find rides, walk, or ride their bike. There are 3 key facts that will be sure to keep you focused while driving. More than 50% of fall-asleep crashes involve drivers under 25.
I probably get 6 or 7 hours of sleep every night because I'm up late doing homework.
Drowsiness impairs judgment, vision, hand-eye coordination, and reaction times. Getting sufficient sleep is critical for safe driving. Second, driving with distractions can be fatal. No matter how fast you're driving, eating, putting on makeup, and talking on your cell phone can all lead to a crash.
When I go home after school, I see a lot of people who aren't paying attention to the roads.
Lastly, safety while driving can prevent accidents from happening. Pay attention to stop signs, stoplights, and yield at uncontrolled intersections. Always wear your seatbelt.
Uncontrolled intersections scare me because nobody stops at them.
With your reminders on the rules of the road, this has been Cambria Hoffman reporting for WCTV.
Thanks, Cambria. Now let's cruise on over to our Applicable App segment.
I've got this covered, Doug. From PowerPoint projects to Word document scholarships, a very safe and easy way to hold all these documents is Dropbox. But what is it? Dropbox is an internet-based flash drive. This makes moving documents around and remembering where they're at a no-brainer. So you can download any documents from any device anywhere around the world that has web access. So go ahead and forget about those handheld flash drives. Go the safer, more reliable route with Dropbox. This has been Tyler Lockwood reporting for WCTV.
I use Dropbox all the time. It basically replaced my flash drive.
Yeah, it's pretty handy.
It could really help the incoming freshmen keep it organized.
Last Thursday, the 8th graders came to the high school to explore their opportunities for the next 4 years.
High schoolers and the staff members presented about clubs and extracurricular activities to get the incoming freshmen involved.
Megan Hughes and Michael Tyndall were there to capture the action.
Take it away, guys.
This last Thursday, January 19th, from 6:30 to 8 p.m., 8th graders traveled to the high school to try and get familiar with the classrooms, meet some of their teachers, and try to decide what classes they want to take come freshman year. Here is Courtney Beery and some other students' input on what they think life in high school will be like.
My biggest fear about going to high school is being late for classes. Particularly looking forward to the art department and dances. Next year in high school, I'm going to go out for track, cross country, soccer, and student council.
Students had a chance to go to the auditorium where different departments were giving presentations on why students should take their particular classes.
Everyone in the building, including the foreign language classes, to WCTV gave their presentations for the 8th grade to hear.
The days before the 8th graders walk through the halls of the high school is starting to dwindle down. But what are some of the fears that they have?
I'm going to miss having just a couple teachers. What I'm going to miss most about 8th grade is having an easy schedule. I've heard that there's a lot of good electives. I heard that there's a lot of good lunches, like you get to pick a lot of things to eat.
From learning their schedule and remembering their locker combination, these 8th graders have a lot to learn before the fast approaching days of high school.
This has been Megan Hughes and Michael Tyndall reporting for WCTV.
Thanks, guys. The next school year will be upon us before we know it, and we're all still trying to get used to the new schedules.
And in the fall, all of the seniors will be done with their high school and on to college.
That's right. And right now, they are finishing up scholarship applications, and some are still trying to decide where they go.
Megan Gilbert talked to some of our seniors to see just what they have left to prepare themselves for what they're doing after high school.
As the school year begins to approach the finish line, seniors are working hard, making plans for next year.
What Miss Ostby and I do with seniors is meet with them individually early in the fall and obviously focus on what they need to do to get their high school diploma. The majority of our students do want to go on to pursue some sort of training or college. We offer quite a few opportunities for students. The junior year is a pretty big year, and as far as thinking ahead to what they want to do after graduation.
College isn't cheap, and that is no secret. But on average, a person that attended college makes $800,000 more in a 40-year working life than a person who ended their education at high school. One way to cut back on the cost of college is by attending a community college before moving on to a bigger school.
I benefit from attending a community college by just getting my AA degree before moving on to a bigger college.
How many credits will you get out of the way before you move on to a bigger school?
About 64 credit hours.
Scholarships are another thing that can help keep your college tuition price down. Abby Groves gives the scoop on scholarships.
You can get scholarships for academics, community involvement, and FFA. I've been doing scholarships since the end of junior year, and I'm still doing them right now. It just takes a long time. You have to write essays. I hope to save around half my tuition, probably more if I can, but at least half would be nice.
With options like scholarships and community colleges, students have an equal opportunity for a college education. I'm Megan Gilbert reporting for Wctv.
Thanks, Megan. It won't be long before we start applying for our own applications, Tyler.
Don't remind me. Paying for college costs so much. I'm going to have like 3 different jobs just to pay for it all.
A few of our teachers had plenty interesting jobs when they were in high school. Take a look.
You know the kind where you get the little stamp and the ink pad, and you get it on the pad, and you go on like that, and a sheet of paper? That's what I did. Made $5.25 an hour, minimum wage back then. True story.
Those who knew it segments are so interesting. It's crazy how much we don't know about our teachers.
Before we go, we have a few announcements. Today we have an early out followed by no school tomorrow, so enjoy the long weekend.
Tonight there is a wrestling with Clarion Goldfield here at 6:30 p.m. and the 9th grade boys basketball at Hampton Dumont starting at 6:30 p.m.
Tomorrow, JV girls and boys basketball will start at 4:30 at the middle school. Girls varsity's tip-off will be at 6:15 with the boys varsity to follow.
On Saturday, the wrestling heads to Ames for a tournament, and while JV and varsity basketball against Boone will be in town starting at 5 p.m.
Be sure to get out this weekend and support the Lynx.
And remember to wear PJs on Monday to kick off the Winterfest week. That's our show. We'll see you on next Friday on WCTV.